You are now watching The Curl Poppy.
The natural hair community has been in full effect in the US for over a decade, but in many Latinx countries, rocking your natural hair has only recently been seen as acceptable. In the Dominican Republic, the popular opinion is that straight hair is beautiful and groomed, while curls are unkempt, unprofessional, and viewed as pelo malo. Dominicans have made the top 5 of Miss Universe more than any other Latinx country and are regarded as the standard of beauty amongst many Latinx countries. What are Dominican salons known for? The perfect silk press. The straighter your hair, the better lasting results you'll have. To combat the heat and humidity a Caribbean island has to offer, most women in the Dominican Republic are put through the process of relaxing their hair at a young age. Whenever you see Dominicans represented on TV, no matter the shade of their skin tone, you'll always see sleek, straight hair. The majority of the population in the Dominican Republic, being 70%, are mixed African and European Spanish descent, with the remainder 16% being black and 14% white. In the earlier colonial period, indigenous Tainos also made up a large part of the population. As the standards of beauty are forever changing, more and more Dominicans have been open to accepting their natural hair. But for some, the idea of reverting from their Eurocentric straight hair is too much of a hassle. Doing the big chop to remove chemically and heat damaged hair is a game of patience and dedication, and for those who choose not to big chop, the unsatisfactory result of the lack of definition of curls leads right back to the stereotype of the unkempt look. Rafael Trujillo, nicknamed El Jefe, was a Dominican dictator who ruled the Dominican Republic from February 1930 until his assassination in May of 1961. His rule of 31 years, known to the Dominicans as the Trujillo Era, is considered one of the bloodiest and most corrupt regimes in the Western Hemisphere, and centered around the erasure of blackness from the Dominican population for a more white Spaniard aesthetic. Trujillo oversaw the ethnic cleansing of thousands of Haitians known as the Parsley Massacre. The massacre's name derived from the method it was rumored Trujillo used to decide which people to kill. Troops would ask citizens to pronounce perejil, the Spanish word for parsley, and whoever didn't have a Spanish infliction was promptly murdered. Trujillo also later established a detailed plan to lighten the Dominican race. The plan included allowing more Jewish refugees to enter the country, as well as exiles from the Spanish Civil War. He tried filling universities and hospitals with light-skinned professionals to create a great presence of whiteness in the professional areas. Some say he even tried altering the merengue dance so that it more modeled the European waltz. Dominicans were also often encouraged to marry white partners or partners with lighter skin, with the hope that the nation would become more successful the lighter its citizens became. Till this day, many Dominicans still struggle with the idea of embracing their natural hair. My mom, who's been a cosmetologist for over 40 years, has always worn her hair straight. And if it weren't for me starting my curly hair journey, she probably wouldn't be open to the idea of rocking her hair curly. She recalls her first relaxer was at the age of 15 because she had too much hair and her mother didn't know how to care for it, and she continued to do them until she arrived here in the States. Through my own self-discovery of embracing my curls, my mom has been able to break down generational self-hate for her hair. The lack of natural hair representation in television and media also plays a large role in what Dominicans deem as beautiful hair. Amara La Negra has been at the forefront of dismantling deep-rooted Dominican lack of acceptance of their natural hair. She may be most known to Americans as one of the stars of Love and Hip Hop, but Amara has been on television in Latinx households since the age of 4, being a regular on the Sábado Gigante show, which ran for over 50 years. She's spoken openly about the lack of acceptance of her skin tone and afro hair from the Dominican culture. She's even been parodied in blackface on the Dominican variety show Aquí se habla español. Carolina Contreras, better known as Mis Rizos, was born in the Dominican Republic but was raised in the United States. After graduating college, she moved back to the Dominican Republic to discover her roots. She was tired of straining her hair and started embracing her natural hair. She started documenting her transition through a blog and eventually opened up a natural hair salon to transform and educate those who were ready to break the shackles of conforming to straight hair. She's been pioneering the natural hair movement in the Dominican Republic since 2011 and has changed the ways many Dominicans view their hair. In the States, the natural hair movement started by Black women has helped many Dominicans start embracing their curlier and coilier textures. Growing up in a predominantly Latinx and Black community, I've been able to personally see the changes of Dominicans embracing curly hair. Fewer people are getting relaxers, and more friends and families have switched the mentality that curly hair is not acceptable. In conclusion, Dominicans wanting to rock straight hair isn't necessarily self-hate. Everyone is entitled to rock their hair in whatever manner that makes them happy, but understanding your culture's past and what led to the lack of education around natural hair is very important. The systemic oppression surrounding why many Dominicans don't accept natural hair will take years to dismantle, but in 2023, we are in a better place with more representation and education that many of our grandparents never had. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video channel, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram at thecurlpapi because you already know I'll be posting some fleeky pics out here. And until next time, guys, bye.